The given function f is a piecewise defined function. Let's graph this function. We have f of x is equal to negative x minus 1 for x is less than negative 1. This is a line in slope-intercept form, which is equal to y is equal to m times x plus b. By replacing y with f of x, we have f of x is equal to mx plus b. M is the slope of the line, so the slope is negative 1. B gives us the y-intercept, so b is negative 1, and the y-intercept is 0, negative 1. Let's graph f of x is equal to negative x minus 1. We have the graph of f of x is equal to negative x minus 1. Because the domain of this function is x is less than negative 1, we have the following graph. Next, let's graph f of x is equal to negative 3 for x is greater than or equal to negative 1 and x is less than 2. This is a constant function, so y is equal to negative 3. From the domain of this function, x is equal to negative 1 is included, but x is equal to 2 is not included. So we obtain the graph of f of x is equal to negative 3 on the given domain. Next, let's graph f of x is equal to square root of x minus 2 for x is greater than or equal to 2. The parent function is square root of x. In the function of f, inside the square root, we have x minus 2 instead of x. So we have the horizontal shift. In terms of g of x, square root of x minus 2 is equal to g of x minus 2. So we need to shift the parent function g of x is equal to square root of x to the right by 2 units to get the function f of x. Because the domain of this function is x is greater than or equal to 2, x is equal to 2 is included. Then we get the following function. Now we have the graph of the piecewise defined function f. Let's compute f of negative 3. X is equal to negative 3, which is less than negative 1. So we use f of x is equal to negative x minus 1. So we get negative 3, negative 1, which is equal to 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. Let's check this using the graph. When x is equal to negative 3, y is equal to 2. How about f of negative 1? x is equal to -1, which is in the domain of f of x is equal to -3. So f of -1 is equal to -3. Let's compute f of 3. X is equal to 3, which is larger than x is equal to 2. So we use f of x is equal to square root of x minus 2. So we get square root of 3 minus 2, which is 1. Lastly, let's compute f of 2. X is equal to 2, which is in the domain of f of x is equal to square root of x minus 2. So we get f of 2 is equal to square root of 2 minus 2, which is 0.